My whole life, I always thought about ponds and lakes and beautiful rivers when it came to Canada, but never the ocean. And yes, of course, there's parts of Canada that touch the ocean for sure, but it was never something I thought about. Until about roughly 7 years ago when I started looking into a place called Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is a province in Canada and it covers 4 major bodies of water: the Gulf of St. Lawrence, the Bay of Fundy, the Gulf of Maine, and the Atlantic Ocean. And that's what leads people to call Nova Scotia Canada's ocean playground. But in the past 30 years, lobsters are pushing heavily to Nova Scotia and becoming very populated up there. And nearly 60% of Nova Scotia lobsters are actually exported to the United States, which of course led me to the most reasonable thing to do in Nova Scotia, and that is hop on a lobster boat and catch some lobster. Join Sky and I as we hop in a lobster boat and lobster fish Nova Scotia and possibly meet the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Without further ado, welcome to Nova Scotia. Good morning. I gotta put some really warm layers on because it's gonna be quite cold. One sweatshirt on and a spare sweatshirt and a beanie, and I think we're gonna be okay. It is going to be 80 degrees out later today. I'm not quite sure what that is in Celsius, even though I should know considering we are in Nova Scotia. All I did was sleep across the street of all the fishing docks. I've never met Dylan, I've never met anyone today. This is going to be a totally new experience and a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Sky on a lobster boat also sounds hilarious, so I'm so excited to see how that looks. Love those potholes. Canada's ocean playground. You want your window down, Bubbies? My bad. Sorry for the loud noise. We got a couple 18-wheelers here this morning, but I found the boat. Morning.
We might have some bad news.
What?
It's rough out. Yeah, we might be going. That picks right back up.
And then it picks right back up. Like there's a short window, but you might just have to grab her. So we did what any normal people would do, and we still decided to go out. Whether that was a good idea or not, I'll leave you to be the judge. I've been on a boat my entire life, and I will say I only have ever gotten seasick once, and it was kind of bad. And I'm not saying I got seasick this time, but I was definitely close because I was on the ground with Sky for a really long time, just making sure she was okay. Not the worst I've been in, but it wasn't great. We got the crew on board, captain driving the boat. I haven't said much to you guys. It's a little rough out here. We weren't even sure if we were gonna come out, and then we came out, and Sky had to stay low to the ground because we were moving around a lot. So I laid on the ground with her to pet her, and then I got a little woozy. But things are looking up. It's still very rough out here, but it's getting the full experience. So we're picking up some lobsters right now out of the trap. We're gonna see how everything operates and whatnot. And Sky's doing much better. She's just hanging on to me for dear life. I don't know how well this shows, but these guys move fast. And some traps have upwards to 40 lobsters in one single trap. These are like average size?
These are small. Down in Maine, they have like the oversized measure too.
Yeah.
We don't have none of that.
You get really small ones and you do
big ones? Yeah.
That's the only measure we have.
Oh, so a lot different from Maine. As stated before, I can honestly say Nova Scotia has the nicest people. The entire crew was so kind to Sky.
Beat up fins and tail and stuff.
Oh my god, I've never seen lobsters so small.
Oh, we had a couple last week. They're like this big. I'll show you pictures of them.
I feel like I'm just sitting pretty and watching. I'm on dog duty. I'm always on dog duty.
This is like...
Just a quick day's work. And that was, how long have you been out here? Like an hour?
Yeah.
That's crazy for an hour though. How many should I don't want to take too
You
many.
can take whatever you want. If you want the whole thing, take it.
I could take that whole thing.
More than likely, yeah.
You guys are too nice. Are you sure you don't want any cash at
You
all?
have to pay for gas money then. Yes, that was gas money. She said down-
I
yes,
even got
you
Canadian
don't pay- you
currency
don't
in
pay
cash.
much.
You just video up his house.
I wouldn't. We're
No,
going America.
she's
we're
gonna go somewhere nice and take
What?
a video.
wouldn't take you.
Why, you want American?
No, I don't want
I have American.
No, I don't want nothing.
What kind of currency you want? I'll make it happen.
That one there?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's the same as that one. So this is
Yeah.
a female.
Yep.
Oh,
And
wow.
this here one here, I can tell, but you can tell by the claws too, right? Just there. Claws.
Well, she has sardines in her dinner every night.
Yeah, well that's basically it. They're
I'll give her a little
silver
baby
sides.
one. Sky, you want a little baby?
Hey,
Good girl.
dog treat I gave to her this morning. She snubbed that.
Oh look, wait, what's coming? He's just doing a little. He just pooped in my hand. Do you guys need help cleaning anything up, or are you sure? You're the man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. This is awesome. I've been wanting to do this for so long. After unsuccessfully being able to pay the captain a single dime because these people are way too nice, we headed off the boat because it is time to figure out where we're even camping tonight. I need to get out of these smelly, fishy clothes. So it's time to change, and it is getting upwards to 70 plus degrees out, even though it was freezing this morning. The weather completely did an entire 360. I don't know. Shirt, and then I'm gonna get in there, put some shorts on. No more pants. That is exactly what I needed, putting on new clothes. I feel so much better. Truck is running because it's getting a little hot, leaving Sky in there, and we're gonna go see if this pet store has the treats Sky likes. If you're new to the channel and you don't know this, Sky's picky. Thank you so much. As Sky enjoyed her much deserved treat, we hit the road. I was checking out iOverlander, which is a great app to find like free camping spots, and this one was highly recommended by a lot of people. So 45 minutes later of driving and we are here. I'm just gonna back into the spot and try to hug this side a little bit more if there is the potential of me being able to open my awning. That'd be amazing, but it's not looking promising. This is a pretty tight spot. I'm gonna get this truck camper popped up, and then it is time to check on the lobsters. Hopefully they're okay. They're doing good. I'm gonna cook them out here and put the propane stove up here. I feel like it's a little bit safer if things hit the fan because this is going to be a very big pot, which I'll show you guys in 2 seconds. It's massive. Probably a little overkill. That's all right. Look at the size of this thing. We're about to cook 5 lobsters. They're definitely not as big as the ones we catch in Maine, but still pretty sweet. Ignore the mess behind me. I am indeed in the middle of cleaning, but we're gonna take a little bit of a break and actually eat these lobsters. I'm cooking the last 2 currently. As many of you guys know, I grew up on the ocean, have a saltwater fish tattooed on me. I literally have eaten lobster more than any other dish my entire life. So I am very opinionated about my lobster. I've had lobster in Florida. It was not good. Sorry, Florida, I love you, but no. I'm gonna eat it exactly how I eat my lobster back at home in 2 different ways. It's currently 12 o'clock right now, so that means this is lunch, and we're gonna eat it the most basic way possible. Again, exactly how I would eat my lobster back home. Melted butter, Old Bay seasoning. Now here are 3 beautiful lobsters. Again, the other 2 are still cooking. Everyone's different, but my favorite's the tail. I'm thinking of having a nice dinner with the last 2 cooking right now. So meal number 1, simple way of eating lobster inside the truck. Meal number 2 will be my favorite way to eat lobster. You're not supposed to look pretty when you're eating lobster, okay? I'm telling you, man, that is some good lobster. Nova Scotia, you nailed it. Your lobsters are delicious. Some people only like eating the claw, and if you're one of those people, that's okay. I just am not really the biggest claw person. Yup. Oh my god. This is one of the best days of my life. Well, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. And then I think Sky is napping right now. So I think I'm gonna go up there. And I don't know if I'll nap necessarily because I have a lot of work to get done. I might just go on my laptop and start getting stuff done and at least relax with her up there. I was so stuffed, I ended up going on a little bit of a walk, and then Sky and I enjoyed the beautiful view right in front of where we were camping at the point. Been a few hours. I decided to deep clean the truck camper like I do all the time. Small space, things get messy. It's just been brutally windy. That's all you missed. That's it. That nice ocean breeze coming in, can't go wrong with it. Look. It's almost 6 o'clock and I'm just not hungry. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still really full from the lobster. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna wait another hour and then I'll let you guys know when it's time to make some dinner, but I'm gonna continue to do some computer work and editing, and yeah. I have a couple of voiceovers I need to get done, but before we go any further, I just wanted to give a little bit of context. This is Margot. I was laying in my bed editing and I heard a knock, and it was Margot asking if it was okay if she parked in front of me. I said yes, of course, the more the merrier. I had no issues with that, and I ended up getting out of my truck, shaking her hand, and then we started talking. She gave me a brief rundown about how she's been kind of over her day-to-day life, and she packed her minivan, threw a mattress in it, got a cooler with a bag of ice, and here she is. She said she went to a campground down the street and found out it was $60 a night and almost had a heart attack. So she saw me and another van parked in this spot and decided to pull over and join us. I'm not going to disclose any of the personal information Margot shared with me, of course, but she's one incredible human, and we ended up talking all night long. And now she's also Sky's new best friend. You want a lobster roll?
No, I might just have like a bar or something like that because I got my salad.
All right, it's your call. There's 2, so they've been in the freezer. I met a friend, Margot, so you guys saw that strip that Sky and I came in on. She's parked in front, and then there's also another van here as well. So there's like, we're all having like a big slumber party basically. So I offered a lobster, but it looks like it's just gonna be me eating the 2 lobsters. We got 2 left. I'm gonna do the classic way. They're already cooked. You guys saw me cook them earlier. And we're gonna do a lobster roll, which is probably my favorite way to do it. Just a little bit of mayo, maybe a tad bit of lemon juice. I don't personally toast the buns because I feel like the texture of like the lobster meat, like it just doesn't, I like an untoasted bun. So we're gonna do that. And that's the game plan. And I also have parsley, so to make it look nice, we'll add some parsley too. And that is dinner, and we'll officially have eaten 5 lobsters in one day, which is crazy. This part's just tedious. Gotta get all the meat first.
Yeah, I'm thinking 40, but okay. Yeah, it is quite a tip. Yeah, it is.
All right, here you go. Here's your beautiful lobster roll.
Oh my god, you made it that fast? Well, what about half?
No, please take it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Oh my god, thank you. Wow. I
Of-
can't even believe this is happening.
You met a stranger, now you're eating lobster. You're doing me a favor.
Who ever thought somebody would get sick of lobster?
I didn't think I would, but I'm like too scared I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah, it's very, very rich.
I know, but it's so good.
Yeah. So when I got to the campground, I started panicking. I thought, there's no effing way I'm paying $40 for a freaking campground when I don't need anything.
Oh
No, seriously.
I think you're right.
Seriously, they are like beyond. I said, no, I had a big long bath, bubble bath this morning. I'm good.
No, thank you. I took my time. Yeah, they suck.
They suck.
They suck real bad.
So, and I had a standard.
No.
All right.
For sure, it's
Almost
just hard
like what
to find
happened
them.
today, that you don't expect anything. Like I was expecting to be in a campground right now, like looking at trees by myself, right?
No.
And then the best thing is I get to actually meet a van lifer and pick the brain.
Yeah. No,
Like, that's the best
awesome.
part,
Yeah.
right?
I
It's
love
because-
answering the questions too because I didn't really have anyone in the beginning to ask questions.
Right?
So it's nice to like be able to do that for people because they're. I mean, it's the unknown.
And you're not judgmental at all. Like, got married, and I was with him about 5 years. Lived in California,
Yeah. What part of California?
Riverside.
Today's platter. I can't say this enough, but every single human I've encountered in Nova Scotia has been unreal. Margot and I ended up chatting for hours after dinner and just kind of enjoying each other's company. I never ended up turning the cameras back on because it was just one of those nights. So let's quickly fast forward to the following morning. Well, if you thought yesterday was windy, today is apparently gonna be worse somehow. I guess I slept in a little late, no one is here. The other people that were camping in the same spot left, so it's just me and Sky. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. The lobster boat was so much fun. A little scary because Sky didn't look like she was doing the greatest for a little while there. And then obviously neither was I because it was pretty rough out there and I was like on the floor with Sky rubbing her, making sure, you know, she knew she was okay. And it was very obvious, you know, you're not supposed to be on the floor when it's rough out like that. Probably the nicest people I've ever met in this one single video right here. I mean, like Dylan, his grandfather, every single person on that boat was so nice. And then you had Margot that we met last night. Nova Scotia is just filled with some of the nicest people I've ever encountered, and I've always said that like Texas, Oklahoma, some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and Nova Scotia just knocked them out of the park. Every person I drive by waves at me. And like when I was down in Glace Bay or Glacier Bay where we were lobster fishing, pretty small town, you drive by someone on one of the back roads, they go, I love Nova Scotia. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of Nova Scotia, that's for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I didn't get sick from eating 5 lobsters. My stomach is only a little bit of a baby when it comes to dairy because I have a dairy allergy, but my stomach can handle 5 lobsters. Make it make sense. I don't really know how that makes sense. We're gonna enjoy our view this morning, relax, take our morning pretty slow, and then you guys are just gonna have to see. Wait and find out on what's happening next on the next episode. I love you guys so freaking much. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for everything. I'll see you guys next Sunday. I love you. Appreciate you guys. Catch you beautiful people on the next one.